Today, we're delving into a case that shook the true crime community to its core. A story of betrayal, confusion, and tragedy that emerged from what seemed like a harmless game. This is the chilling case of Sarah Boone, the woman accused of causing her boyfriend's death under the most bizarre circumstances. On February 25, 2020, Florida authorities were called to a disturbing scene. 42-year-old Jorge Torres Jr. was found dead inside a zipped-up suitcase in his home. His girlfriend, Sarah Boone, would later tell police that what started as a playful night of hide-and-seek took a dark and deadly turn. To understand this case, let's first get to know Sarah Boone. A seemingly ordinary woman living in Winter Park, Florida, with her boyfriend, Jorge Torres Jr. By all accounts, their relationship had its ups and downs, much like any other. However, as we'll soon see, beneath the surface, tensions ran high. Sarah, a mother, and Jorge, a father to a young boy from a previous relationship, had been dating for several years. Neighbors would describe them as having a tumultuous relationship, with loud arguments being a regular occurrence at their home. The couple reportedly struggled with alcohol abuse, and their relationship was far from stable. The night of February 24, 2020, started innocently enough. According to Sarah, she and Jorge had been drinking wine and decided to play a game of hide-and-seek. During this game, Sarah claims that Jorge thought it would be funny to hide in a suitcase, something she says they had done before. Sarah zipped Jorge into the suitcase and then, according to her, went upstairs and fell asleep, assuming Jorge would get himself out. However, when she woke up the next morning, she found him unresponsive. She immediately called 911, telling dispatchers that her boyfriend had suffocated inside the suitcase overnight. When police arrived on the scene, they found Jorge's lifeless body still inside the suitcase. But the details surrounding the case didn't quite match up with Sarah's story. Officers were suspicious, especially when they found that the suitcase was completely zipped, with no way for Jorge to open it from the inside. Then came the most damning piece of evidence, a video, recorded on Sarah's phone, that would change the entire investigation. The video, filmed by Sarah herself, showed Jorge pleading to be let out of the suitcase. His muffled cries for help could be heard as he repeatedly told Sarah he couldn't breathe. But her response? Cold and callous. The laughter in the video, along with Sarah's apparent taunts, painted a very different picture from the playful scenario she had described to police. It appeared that she had intentionally left him in the suitcase, ignoring his desperate cries for help. Confronted with the video, Sarah's story began to fall apart. During police interviews, she continued to insist it was an accident, that she had been too drunk to remember filming the video, and had not meant to harm Jorge. Despite her claims of innocence, the evidence was overwhelming. The video showed clear intent, and police arrested Sarah Boone for second-degree murder. But questions remained: was this a tragic accident, or a moment of calculated cruelty? Sarah Boone was formally charged with second-degree murder, and as of today, she remains in custody awaiting trial. Her defense is expected to argue that this was a horrible accident fueled by alcohol, while prosecutors will likely focus on the chilling video and the couple's troubled history of domestic violence. While the trial has been delayed several times, it's clear that Sarah's story, of what she claims was a game gone wrong, will be thoroughly examined in court. The prosecution has a powerful piece of evidence in the form of that haunting video, and it will likely play a central role in determining whether Sarah acted with malicious intent or if this was a tragic accident fueled by alcohol and poor decisions. The death of Jorge Torres Jr. is a reminder of how quickly things can turn deadly in toxic relationships. What seemed to be a dark joke or an argument gone wrong ended in the most tragic way possible. Was Sarah Boone a victim of her own bad judgment, or was this a calculated act of revenge against a man she had accused of cheating? As her trial approaches, we will likely get more answers. But one thing is certain, this case will continue to haunt all who hear it. What do you think? Was Sarah Boone responsible for the tragic death of her boyfriend, or was it truly a mistake? Let us know in the comments below, and if you want to follow updates on this case, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more.